Hey, it's Punky J. What's going on, guys? So, I'm not really a huge political dude on my channel, but now that the elections are coming up and all that good shit, I just thought I'd talk about Donald Trump again one more time because he is an interesting dude. Like, he's fascinating to me. While he is more of a businessman, I still find him to be a fairly good politician. I mean, he knows what he's talking about. And the poor guy, like, I relate to this dude so much because people take what I say out of context, and people, they bring up the same thing. These PC gamers, I had to just stop because I just couldn't take it anymore. I made a video where I admittedly said some stupid things, like I called a rig a modem, and that's all they brought up, and it drove me nuts. And I'll admit, I think I went a little over the edge with them, but all I can say is Donald Trump must have a lot of tolerance because I know what it's like to have people bring up the same shit. And the shit I'm referring to with him is he said he made some kind of comment and people thought it was racist or some crap like that. But honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with the guy. I mean, look. He's a business guy, so he's about money. And there is one thing I don't like about the Republican Party is that it's like tax breaks to the rich, and shit like that. And that's not fair. That's obviously corrupt. But shit, man, he'd still beat the hell out of Hillary when it comes to being a corrupt person. Hillary Clinton looks like a serpent, like some kind of demonic entity. She scares me. And that says a lot coming from someone like me, because I'll admit I'm kind of a cringy person myself. But she's scary as fuck. And I hope to God she doesn't get elected. But I just want to mention a few interesting facts about Donald Trump. Number one, he actually warned us about Osama bin Laden before he even destroyed the Twin Towers. In 2000, he knew Osama bin Laden was a sketchy dude, and he warned America about him, saying that he's, a crazy guy, hates America. See, Donald Trump, he knows a lot about the Middle East and China, and he always talks about it. But yeah, I mean, if we would have listened to him, man, we could have prevented a lot of tragedy. So that's really sad to think about. But yeah, I mean, I believe 9/11 was an inside job. I still believe that America had something to do with it, but obviously, Osama bin Laden was still a big part. But so there is that. But also, he what was the other one? Oh yeah, he warned us. And see, this is something liberals don't even recognize. But he was totally anti going to war in the Middle East. He warned us what would happen. He told us that it would be a bunch of shit. We'd all, would lose a bunch of lives in vain and stuff like that. And, he was right about that too. And, but it's funny though, Donald Trump, he's a big, advocate of military. So if he got elected, I mean, that we would have a huge, strong military. And, I mean, that really though, that even though that is a scary thing, like having big military to just go out and attack countries, you guys gotta realize that, if we don't have a big military, it does make us vulnerable. I used to play, or I would attempt to play, a game called StarCraft. That's right, Punky J has played a PC game, alright? Haters gonna hate. I know I've got PC gamers trolling me, but that's right. I used to play fucking StarCraft. And I can tell you that the reason I sucked is because I could never build a strong enough base. And, all these other, what was it, the pylons, or not pylons, but there was these ant creatures that always fuck me over, just because they'd always come in big numbers. And so, if you don't have a good base, it's you're vulnerable to so many other countries too, not just one or two other enemies, like on StarCraft. But the sad truth is, we need a lot of nukes. We need a big military. Otherwise, we're in trouble. I mean, look at places like, North Korea. I mean, they've got a crazy ass leader, and they've got a lot of nukes too. And look at like China. Look at what's his name, that dude with the the hair that actually looks a lot like mine. What's his name? Not Mao Zedong, but the other guy, kind of a Stalinist kind of dude, communist. China's a very communist country. And that's another important fact that Donald Trump brings up, is that China is like, they have 99% of all like natural resources. They're the ones that don't share their stuff, and they fucked over America a lot, and they're a big reason we're in debt. And so he speaks out against China, and I think that's great. And the Middle East too, it's like they've got all these natural resources, but they don't share. So it's interesting, the things you learn through politicians and stuff like that. But I'm not really, again, I don't even like politics. I don't like presidents. I think the world would be a better place without presidents and stuff like that, quite honestly. But if somebody had to win, I hope to God it's Donald Trump, because the guy, he's a smart dude, and people don't seem to recognize that. And I know what that's like all too well with my channel. It really sucks. People judge me and crap like that, but whatever. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Donald Trump, watch an interview of him. There's a great interview of him with a dude I like called Alex Jones. He's kind of like a truth activist here in Austin, Texas. Has a lot of interesting things. But yeah, guys, check out an interview from him. He's a pretty genuine guy. You can tell, even though he is a businessman, he still seems like a genuine guy. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.